if you make this shot. What's it?
Angel Reese recently found herself in an awkward moment after missing what looked like a simple layup, a play that quickly caught everyone's attention when Shaquille O'Neal burst out laughing from the sidelines. For most players, a moment like that might feel embarrassing enough to make them want to disappear for a while. But Reese didn't react that way at all. Instead of letting the moment get to her, she leaned into it and turned the situation into something playful. Seeing Shaq's reaction, she decided to fire back in her own way, challenging the big man's well-known free throw struggles and turning the moment into a lighthearted exchange rather than letting the miss define it.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. If you throw up 85 attempts, you're eventually going to get one or two. But the fact that you have to throw the ball...
This wasn't just some friendly competition or playful trash talk. Angel Reese was so confident that Shaquille O'Neal had lost his touch at the free throw line that she reportedly put up a $100,000 bet on a single shot. $100,000 against a player who has been shooting basketball since long before she even started playing the game. It was a bold move, to say the least. But when Shaq stepped up to the line, he treated the moment like a routine warm-up shot, calmly sinking the free throw without hesitation. In an instant, the bet was over, and Angel could only watch as that $100,000 disappeared just as quickly as her confidence in the challenge.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
She needs to give up, bro. Oh, man. This is just not a good look, bro. If you guys ever hear another video of Angel Reese saying that women should be getting paid the same as male basketball players, NBA players, just please show her this video.
This whole situation highlights what many people see as the strange confidence behind Angel Reese's mindset. She notices Shaquille O'Neal laughing after the missed layup and suddenly seems convinced she's in a position to challenge anyone at anything. It's almost like losing badly in a game of checkers and then immediately calling out a chess grandmaster for a match. The boldness is impressive in its own way, but to critics it feels completely disconnected from reality. The irony piled into the moment is hard to ignore. One missed shot, a legendary player laughing about it, and then a massive bet on a skill that the NBA legend has practiced his entire life. The whole sequence ends up feeling less like a serious challenge and more like a moment where confidence and reality collided in the most dramatic way possible.
What do you see? Angel Reese's performance. Watch this. This is the kicker. Amongst players with more substantial playing time, Angel Reese's performance in 2024 stands out. She shot 43.8% on attempts within 5 feet of the basket. Do you know what 5 feet is, Vinny?
That's right here.
Hang on,
if she's 6'4", then fingertip to fingertip is 6'6".
So these guys are such clowns. You have a shot at getting more eyeballs to your league, and all of a sudden, you fear because it's Caitlin Clark, a white girl. You know who Caitlin Clark's going to end up being in the weirdest way possible if she makes it? She's going to be the Jackie Robinson of WNBA. Who was the Jackie Robinson?
Here's the unspoken truth about Angel Reese that people rarely say outright. She's built her entire image around the idea that being bold somehow automatically equals being skilled. But that's just not how it works. Confidence and bravado might look impressive on the surface, but without the stats, the results, and the measurable performance to back it up, that swagger isn't proof of talent. It's just entertainment waiting to happen. In professional sports, where every play, shot, and stat is meticulously tracked and analyzed, the numbers don't lie. No amount of bravado can mask what the metrics reveal on the court.
Whoever came up with the me-bounce thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, me-bounce, rebounds, key bounce, T-bounce, T-bounce, anything that comes off that board, it's mine. It's mine. And a brand, that's 6 figures right there. Whoever came up with that, the trolling, I love when y'all do it, cause like the ideas be good. Like when y'all have to alter my face and shit, like cause I'm cute. All right, whatever. Like that doesn't get me. But like when y'all came up with rebounds, cause statistically, all the rebounds that I get aren't always just mine. They're like the defenses too, or somebody else on my team. But when y'all came up with rebounds, y'all ate one little thing. Jenny, we're ranking. We're gonna work with that.
Take a look at Angel Reese's rookie season stats from 2024. She shot just 39.1% from the field. That's not merely underwhelming. It's a red flag for a player expected to make an immediate impact at the professional level. On paper, the 13 rebounds per game look solid, but the context changes the story. A large portion of those boards came from chasing down her own missed shots, which means her rebounding numbers are inflated by missed attempts rather than dominance on the glass. It's a stark reminder that raw stats alone don't tell the full story. Efficiency and context matter just as much.
And I'll tell you who is an idiot is the head coach of the women's South Carolina team.
If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play.
That means if I transition to a woman right now, then I can go play in the WNBA and average 50.
She said it should be allowed when the women had the biggest year they've ever had.
I don't know why. She thinks they can compete with the men because of how good they were this year.
Bro, the best woman to ever play could go in the NBA right now and it would be over for her, bro.
Caitlin, maybe, bro.
Essentially, Angel Reese was inflating her rebounding numbers by cleaning up her own misses, like taking credit for tidying up a room you just trashed yourself. Sure, technically she grabbed the boards, but that's hardly something to boast about. Her 2025 season showed some improvement, with her field goal percentage rising to 45.8%, which looks decent at first glance. But dig deeper, and the picture gets grim. She was converting just 31.12% of her layups. These are shots right at the rim, the easiest scoring opportunities in basketball. Despite leading the league in layup attempts, she couldn't consistently finish the most basic plays. This isn't a matter of bad luck or tough defensive coverage. These are fundamental skills that should be automatic at the professional level.
On defense, she would get cooked, but offensively, like she'll knock down some corner threes or like a swing three, like because she can shoot from that far, you know?
Looking at those numbers, you'd think someone might take a step back from all the bravado, but Angel Reese seems to be living in a completely different reality. In her world, she's not missing layups on a team barely holding its own. She's a player worth betting 6 figures against Shaquille O'Neal. She's a competitor bold enough to call out Michael Porter Jr. for a one-on-one matchup. The disconnect between performance and confidence is staggering, yet in her universe, none of that seems to matter. Swagger and audacity are all that count.
First one, growing up, who used to win more?
Definitely me. Definitely me.
Growing up, I always would win. Always.
If you were to give a record, what would it be?
I mean, I don't know a record, but I always would beat him. Like,
Let's say 120 to 20.
100 to 20? He's out of his mind. He know I have the better shoe game. He buy expensive stuff, though.
She got me on that one, I ain't gonna lie. She got me.
Let's unpack the Michael Porter Jr. situation, because it really highlights the disconnect. Porter made a few comments about women's basketball that clearly rubbed Angel Reese the wrong way. Her reaction? To publicly challenge him to a head-to-head matchup. Keep in mind, we're talking about an NBA player whose everyday job is going up against some of the most athletic, elite basketball players in the world. On paper, it sounds audacious, but in reality, it's almost comical. The sheer mismatch makes it painful to watch, yet Reese treated it like a serious challenge, doubling down on the bravado despite the obvious gap in experience and competition level.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want you.
Here's the core thing Angel Reese seems not to understand. Dominating in women's basketball doesn't automatically mean you can dominate every basketball player. Physics doesn't bend for gender equality. When you're up against someone bigger, stronger, and more skilled, the fundamentals of the game don't change. Even her own brother won't play her one-on-one anymore. Her family has openly admitted that she hasn't beaten him since he turned 12. These are the people closest to her, effectively confirming that, despite her confidence and bravado, she isn't successfully competing against male athletes.
I try to get two of the biggest guys in the gym and try to get them to push me and push me and push me so I can finish through contact every day. Like, I know my teammates count on me for that because second chance opportunities, I'm one of the best rebounders in the country. So I know that's what I can bring to the table every single day. And if I can finish those, that gives a lot of points for us. So I'm just trying to do my job and maximize my job as best as I can. And I know that can lead us to something.
And that mindset only reinforces the disconnect. Despite all the evidence, the bold claims keep coming. Angel Reese has repeatedly declared herself the best player in the league and insisted that fans tune in specifically to watch her, not Caitlin Clark, as if her mere presence on the court is some magnetic force pulling crowds into arenas. As if viewers are holding their breath, waiting for her next move. The reality, though, is very different. People watch because Caitlin Clark embodies something extraordinary in women's basketball, a standard of excellence that draws attention and sets the bar. Angel, by contrast, comes across more like a supporting character who's convinced she's the main attraction. It's the difference between a participation ribbon and an actual gold medal.
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Okay. Who's the second best player in the country?
Shit. Either Caitlin Clark or Leah Boston. Top three. I feel like we the top three players.
The trash-talking strategy only holds weight when your performance backs it up. Michael Jordan could run his mouth because he was consistently dropping 30 points a night while locking down opponents on defense. Kobe Bryant could talk because he scored 81 points in a single game and carried the load for his team. But when a player is shooting under 40% from the field and missing layups that should be automatic, the bravado starts to look embarrassing. It comes across less as confidence and more like someone trying desperately to manufacture an image, rather than letting their on-court performance speak for itself.
And Kyra Elsie immediately is telling her team to slow down.
Kyra Ellie immediately recognized the problem and told her team to slow down, knowing that the Shaquille O'Neal moment perfectly captured Angel Reese's core issue. Watching a 7-foot legend who has dominated basketball since she was learning to walk laugh at her performance should have been a wake-up call to improve her fundamentals. Instead, Angel saw it as an opportunity for viral content, a chance to appear fearless and confident in front of everyone. That's how the $100,000 free throw challenge was born, designed to make her seem gutsy and in control. Shaq, of course, calmly stepped up and made the shot. The man has made thousands of free throws over his career. Missing isn't part of his routine. Angel got exposed, but in her mind, the story isn't about the loss. It's about the boldness of risking everything on confidence, refusing to be intimidated by legends. But maybe she should be intimidated, not by Shaq personally, but by the cold, hard facts. She shoots under 40% consistently, misses layups at rates that would bench high school players, and inflates her rebounding stats by collecting her own missed shots. Professional athletes have evaluated her game and concluded she's not operating at their level. All her confidence, swagger, and trash-talking energy doesn't match her actual performance. She isn't an unstoppable force. She isn't testing NBA players. She isn't a premier talent in women's basketball. She's a rebounder with attitude, and that's her ceiling. Rebounding matters, but it doesn't make you a superstar when you're averaging 14 points on poor shooting percentages. Superstars impact multiple facets of the game, elevate teammates, and change outcomes through skill and basketball intelligence. Caitlin Clark demonstrates that consistently. Angel, by contrast, brings effort and attitude, not elite ability. She'll declare herself elite on camera, challenge Shaq and Michael Porter Jr., and claim to be the league's best, yet her game film tells a different story. A player struggling to score consistently, uncomfortable finishing at the rim, diving for loose balls, and grabbing rebounds off her own misses. These aren't opinions, they're verifiable stats. She shot 39% as a rookie and remains under 46%, averages fewer than 4 assists per game, and attempts less than 1 three-pointer per game. Somehow, along the way, Angel convinced herself and some fans that she can talk trash to Hall of Famers, challenge NBA players, and claim the top spot in professional women's basketball. Reality begs to differ. Shaq laughed because he's seen elite basketball up close, sharing courts with legends like Jordan, Bryant, and James. He knows what separates good, great, and contextually elite players. Angel falls clearly into the last category. That $100,000 free throw loss was perhaps the most honest feedback she's received all season. It reinforced that she's overestimating her place in basketball's hierarchy while underestimating everyone else around her. Effort isn't excellence, and confidence isn't competence. She isn't positioned to challenge NBA legends, and maybe not even her own family members. Shaq's made shot was a loud reminder of the competitive reality. Angel just learned exactly where she stands, with 6 figures attached to the lesson.